Please.
I think our preparations have gone well. After a very tough match and away from home, we're happy to be back at KMC, but we expect a very tough match against a well-coached side, and yeah, all our preparations have gone well, and we're ready for the match.
Coach, are there any adjustments that were made based on the previous match?
Every match is different. Every match sets different challenges, and we face a very good side and huge respect for their coach. They've got a clear structure in possession, they've got a clear structure out of possession, and of course they also adapt to teams. They play one way against, for example, a team like Yanga, and they then dominate themselves in other matches. So we know they're coming with a clear plan. We have to be really clear in how we approach the game, which spaces we can use in terms of our attack, where do we want to play the match, which areas they will try to force us in and try to make turnovers, and of course our pressing game, our pressing structure is going to be very detailed, because they build up in a certain way. They try to play from the back, and when they do get it right, they can be very dangerous and create big chances. So we have to be really clear in how we defend, in which area of the field do we defend. Maybe we don't press as high, maybe we sit a bit deeper. That is all in relation to our approach to the match, and we will only be able to see once the match starts, and we have to adapt very quickly to get certain pressing triggers, certain areas of the pitch where we can allow them to play, and where we don't want to allow them to play.
Coach, as you said,
in terms of injuries, how is the health of the squad?
Joshua Matali is a doubt for the game. We will go for a scan this morning, and we'll get to see the availability. It doesn't look like a big problem, because after the last match immediately went for X-ray, and there was no fractures, and not anything wrong in that front, but there's still some pain, so we'll have a look today. Kagoma is still out, Mashaka is still out. Those are the major ones. Hamza as well. He's started to train, but not yet ready and not yet available for the match. So those are the major ones. Other than that, everybody else.
We know you're facing KMC, which can come with an approach maybe to stay in the middle and have a low line. Now, what if KMC are going to stay behind and wait for you? What approach are you going to use? Because we saw the game against Mashujaa, they tried to stay behind and attack.
Yeah, we expect them to. We don't expect them to sit deep. You know, they can have an approach sometimes where they just start to press you high. So we have to be ready for all scenarios. And if they do have the brave approach, they've got a very good coach that can, a brave coach, a coach that won't just retreat and sit back. There can be a situation where he'll say, let's come and press us. And we have to be prepared for that. If they do decide to sit deep, or sometimes it's not a coach or a team that decides to sit deep, sometimes it's us that are imposing our build-up structures that don't allow them to press us high up the pitch, and we do force them into a low block. It's then our job to be able to find the spaces, to try to manipulate their structure in relation to get behind them or unlock them or pull them out of certain areas of the pitch. But if they do sit completely back in a 5 defense line, in a 6 defense line, with the wingers following fullbacks, or perhaps our fullbacks invert and the wingers coming inside, we have to find a strategy to be able to create chances. And it's very important that we keep our XG high. If we can keep our XG above 2, we will create enough clear-cut moments to be able to score. like in the last match where we don't take our chances early, it then becomes difficult. But it's very important that we keep our structure and not resort to getting desperate and kicking long balls and playing off second balls, because that is not really our strength. It's very important that we then manipulate their structure to be able to create clear-cut chances, and that's our job as a technical team, and it's the job of the players once the whistle starts for them to be able to execute.
Okay, Karim, start.